Hey guys, before we get in the video, I really quickly want to talk about my Patreon page, which is linked down in the description below. Patreon is an awesome way for you to support me as a content creator, so I can create higher quality content more often, for as little as $1 a month. You're also able to receive some pretty awesome rewards in the process. For example, shout out on Instagram, priority ride in a GTR if you see me at a meet, extra entries into my giveaways, and more. So if you want to help support me as a content creator and also support my future build, be sure to click the link down in the description below and check it out. Now enjoy the video. Alright guys, so we are about to head out to the Drivercity meets over in Katy at Grub Kitchen, which is a really cool burger place. They had a meet there before. I posted a video about it. It's a really awesome meet, and I'm really looking forward to it because it's really laid back as well as the food's really good. But I do want to talk about something really quickly. So for those of you that follow my Instagram, you know that I went to the Cars Across Texas and That Guy Marin meet last night. I was starting to record a video, and a couple things prevented me from being able to record an actual video for that. The primary thing was the lighting was terrible in the parking lot. You could only see the VIP section, but if I tried to record with this camera in any other area, you couldn't tell the color of the car. You could barely tell what the car was, and if the car was dark, like a really dark color, you could barely see the car. Like you could only see the outline of it, and so it wouldn't have made for a good video if I could only record the cars that were in VIP, as well as a bunch of other shit happened, including there was a fight that broke out between two girls, and right at the beginning of the fight, one of them slammed the other into my car, right on the side, bent the side mirror backwards. It's fine, I was able to reset it and everything, but bent it backwards. There was no damage done to the car, but I mean, I was pissed. There's videos circulating about it and everything. But there also was shots fired and stuff, and so that was absolutely ridiculous and uncalled for. People just don't know how to behave at these meets sometimes, and so that's why I'm really looking forward to this Drivercity meets get together, because they know how to host these meets, and these meets are always super laid back, super chill every single time. And even though it's not a massive showing, it's still enough people to have a lot of fun, and nothing crazy happens. There's no need for the cops to show up usually. There's not gunfire, there's not fights breaking out where they're slamming into cars. It's really laid back, and that's something that I need after a very stressful night last night. So I will be making a video at this meet, but I did have to scrap the video from the last one because there were so many things going wrong that I couldn't actually record a video for you guys. So I'm gonna head out there and get some footage for you guys. See you there. Wow, she sounded mean this morning. Well, today, it's not the morning, it's actually almost nighttime. So that was a really good cold start. I wanted to get that in the video before we headed out. You know, I got to include at least a little bit of my car before we get over there. So yeah, let's pop over there. Should be, I think it's like a little 20-minute drive, so that's not bad at all. So let's head over there.
Let a stranger close to me. Just one look and I knew better. Promise sights I've never seen. Once a mistake, twice as foolish. Come to you, I'm so naive. Whatever you say, I'll do it. Mark the flame, you take the lead. I know my mama told me better. Crack beneath your gentle pressure. Made me beg like I have never. You're no good for me, my stranger. paradise with me, but reality keeps rolling, counting down to when you leave. Once a mistake, twice just foolish. Comes to you, I'm so naive. Whatever you say, I'll do it. Mark the lane, you take the lead. I know my mama taught me better. Crack beneath your gentle pressure. Lay me bake like I have never. You're no good for me, my stranger. Better off as strangers. Believe me when I say, loving me is loving danger. Your heart is bound to break. I walk alone in the night, beneath the pale moon. Loving's for the fools. Baby, beware of my bite. I'm alone, I'm alone, I'm a lone wolf. 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 I'm a creeping through the shadows and the corners of your mind. I go where the wind blows. I run but I don't hide. I hear the call of the wild, whispering my name. No, I can't be tamed. My heart belongs to the night. I'm alone, I'm alone, I'm a lone wolf. 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 I'm a
Alright, so I didn't end up making an intro last night, guys, but had a great time at the Drivercity meet at Grub Kitchen. Had some amazing food there with some awesome people, and it was really a good time. Some of my coworkers came out, which was really cool seeing them, and it was really awesome because I went to the same meet a month ago where it was quite a bit smaller. It was still big enough where it was still fun, but it was quite a bit smaller. This time, I think he counted over 200 cars showed up, and so there was a lot to see. There was a lot of awesome cars, which you see some in the video. Some of them, they had to park in a back parking lot where once again, the lighting wasn't good enough. The lighting up front was really good, so I was able to record a good amount, but not all the cars. And that kind of goes for all my videos. You usually don't see all the cars in my videos because there's usually some parked in areas that are not well lit, or they come and they go at different times and it doesn't line up well, that type of thing. So the best way to experience these meets is to show up yourself. And if you want to follow Drivercity meets on Instagram, you can see they post about all their meets, and they do an incredible job of networking to make these meets really, really popular. And just on a side note, so there wasn't too much that happened. There was some revving, there was some two-stepping, and there was some stupid shit happening on the feeder road. But all in all, it was very well controlled. It was a really good meet. And the guy who runs it came up to me and he said that, you know, he's sorry that if we ever see him like yelling at people or anything like that. And this goes without saying, this goes to everybody. That's totally expected. These guys are trying to run as clean a meet as possible, have as much fun as possible, make it the best experience for everybody, and most importantly, make sure that they're able to host at that location again. So when you see these hosts getting angry and upset with people, I totally understand it. I totally get it, because they're trying to preserve these meets. They're trying to make sure they can come back to this spot and they can make sure that there aren't too many issues happening so that no one gets hurt, no one gets in trouble, and everyone just comes out to look at and respect cars. That's the point of these meets. And so if you see someone getting angry at someone else for doing something stupid at one of these meets, you should totally back them up. I didn't see him personally getting mad at anybody, but if I was standing there and he was starting to yell at someone, I'd get there too and be like, yeah, dude, don't do that. You don't need to rev, you don't need to two-step, you don't need to do a burnout, you don't need to do any of that shit here. Take that somewhere else. Don't do it here. So, you know, just be sure to keep that in mind when you're looking at some of the actions that people do. When Town Lake was shut down, there was a bunch of people looking at the videos and talking about how the host running up to the cars and yelling at the people was just making everything worse, and I wholeheartedly disagree with that. I'm not much of a yeller myself. I usually just will say like, hey, don't do that. But these guys are passionate about trying to protect these events, trying to protect Town Lake and Memorial from happening again, where shit just got so crazy that not only did people crash, but they had to shut down the events. So just know that I totally understand everything that happened, and all in all, it was a fantastic meet. I cannot wait for the next one. The next one at that location, I think, is in a month, like mid to late March. So they seem to be hosting it on a monthly basis, which is awesome. The food there is awesome and everything. So I'm looking forward to it. So thank you guys for watching. Be sure to comment, rate, and subscribe. And as always, have a nice day.